Can you send that link to these fine gentlemen, my friend?
Yeah, 1 second.
And then you guys would just click on that link. The guys on camera, not you guys, and be able to hear what's going on. But I want to play this again so people get the vibe of the song because it's bananas.
Yeah. All right. Yep. We're back. We're back up. We're streaming again. We're good. Sorry
Okay,
about
great.
that, folks. We, computers.
Yes, and internet.
Yo, computer.
All right. All right. So, I'm going to play it again, and then we'll troubleshoot the you guys' feed right after. Okay.
Okay, but we still just didn't hear anything, right? I don't see the link yet.
Yeah. Check your email now. It's just sent.
Okay. Next time, make a note of that. All right. Okay. So let's play the song so that people can hear it.
Okay.
Every man needs a nemesis, a desert that he cannot cross. To keep the soul in wonder, the belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. And every man needs an Everest, a mountain that he cannot climb. To keep the head humble, keep the hands from trouble. He can't be comfortable. Well, happiness has left her footprints in the sand. And suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. And that's the curse of every man.
Nice.
And every man needs an element, a fear that he may lose control. To keep the heart sacred, escape the matrix, he must be vulnerable. Happiness has left her footprints in the sand. Suffering, you serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. And that's the curse of every man.
Cool. Somebody has their speakers on. Lewis, can you turn your speakers on? Awesome.
Almost everybody's rejoined. There we go. We're sorry, everybody who was watching, and we're so rudely interrupted by a crashing program. But so picking up where we left off, so we just got to hear the song that you guys wrote, and this was the first demo that. So Will, this is you recording guitar and vocals and kind of sketching it out.
Yeah, super rough. It's not meant to be like final guitars, final vocal. It's just to give Lewis an idea at this point.
Well, I just want to commend you on how clean
Yeah, seriously.
your session is. I just want to say that you've been hanging out with the right people.
Yep, clearly with the right crowd.
And
I made a couple of records with you, Fab.
Oh, look, somebody's giving themselves some gain on the limited side of things. I don't know where that came from.
What a great idea. Yeah.
What a great idea. I don't know what that's about. You're going to have to explain that to me. And then a little bit of reverb. It's so tasteful. And look at the colors. Oh, I like it. It's a nice. All right. Thank you, Will. You're a gentleman.
I try, guys. Yeah.
This is a great. This is great. This is a great embryo. I'm sure everybody will be sensitive to the fact that this is really, really good writing and the lyrics are fantastic. So you send this to Lewis, and then Lewis says, "Yeah, great, I love it. Here's what I think."
That is what I said. Those are almost the exact words.
Verbatim. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then Lewis made his own demo, and which I'm going to play for you right now. Pay attention to the tempo.
I'm gonna leave the volume up a little bit. It's a demo, it doesn't matter.
Every man needs a nemesis, a desert that he cannot cross. Keep the soul in wonder, the belly must have hunger, he needs the vultures. And every man needs an Everest,
he cannot climb. Keep the head humble, the hands from trouble. You can't be comfortable. Happiness is not a footprint in the sand. Suffering you serve a purpose that I've yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. Every man needs an element of fear that he may lose control. To keep the heart sacred, escape the matrix, you must be vulnerable. See how that works later. Happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering is serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. Ooh, that's the curse of every man. I'm gonna keep feeling low. Has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering is serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every happiness has left a footprint in the sand. Suffering is serve a purpose that I'm yet to understand. That's the curse of every man. That's the curse of every man. Yeah. That's the curse of every man.
All right.
So we'll see.
Cool.
How does that work?
So,
Yeah, dude.
for this demo, so interesting, right? So the tempo went down to 92,
Mm-hmm.
and it switched vibe, but the essence of it is the same, which means that the core of the tune is the same girl with a different dress, which is pretty fascinating to me. I just wanted you to hear that this is just the vocal mic.
And every man needs an Everest.
So how did you do that? So you did a
It's like 50 vocals to guitar.
yes.
Yeah,
yes.
literally.
So you basically laid down the cajon, and then you looped it, and then played bass to it, and then sang to it. How did you do this?
Actually, we can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, so in the second session, where Will and I were on Zoom and Luna, we found the idea, and Will was like, I was just kind of playing guitar and just like finding thing, and I was kind of beatboxing with the mouth, and Will was like, that thing that you found in that little nook felt like a vibe. Do that again, and I kind of did that again, and he's like, well, let's start there, and so that it actually started. I don't know. I ended up on the cajon and a kick. It's actually a 15-inch kick drum and a cajon over here that as I was moving over to set up my guitar mic, I just kind of beat the thing, and that was like, oh, that's a vibe. So we laid that down actually for the very first version of the idea before melody lyrics began to come together at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Will sent me what we just listened to first prior, I was like, man, I hear exactly that, like kind of in the vibe that we were finding on round one. Mm-hmm. So I actually just I copied and pasted the loop that we had found in the very beginning over, which was cajon and then like a guitar one. But I didn't use the guitar because the chord has changed since then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so why do we hear so much stuff with your vocal?
The only reason actually is because I was trying to get some footage of the process. So I was like, well, they're not gonna hear the track if I'm just recording me vocals. So I turned my speakers up for the video. But Brendan, I don't know.
I don't know. And maybe the speakers lead into the mic. I don't know.
Because well, you know what? In my defense, though, I was like, as I said in the demo, this is just a demo.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter anyway.
It's the best way. It's the best way to make sure that your demo tracks don't make it to the final record is to leave your speakers on and then talk. It's kind of like it's the old reality show trick of you can't use this.
Yep, exactly.
This is footage.
My fellow singers out there, y'all know, like you don't want to go out like that, 5 a.m. vocals and like,
yep,
So on this version there was a bridge that wasn't there before, and the lyrics on the bridge were yogurt, basically just la 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 la, which I'm sure everybody in the US noticed. Maybe some people elsewhere did not notice that because you do a good na na na. So I love that bridge. I love where it's going. I think I have a vision of, I have a good idea of how I want this to sound already. We'll see if we agree. I hope we agree. So then there was a little bit of an exchange. You sent me the thing, and you preemptively said it. You should have said nothing. Hey, send this, and then ask me what I thought. But Louis texted me and said, "Hey, hold on, I got a text here."
Oh boy.
Hey, so first you sent me the wrong file, then you sent me the right file. He said, and then he says, "Side note." I love when texts start with side note when there's been no note to start with. It's a side note of what? And it says, Will was worried about the chorus melody being too close to As by Stevie.
Mm-hmm.
I told him I think it's fine, but he wanted me to run it by you just in case. Fair enough. I'm supposed to be producing this. And so I wrote back, because I'm a producer, so I know how to do things. I wrote back and says, "This is great. It's going to work perfectly." First text, first text.
Yep.
Second, so that was the first text. "This is great. It's going to work perfectly." Second text, "But I agree with Will." I think
texted like a true producer.
Yeah, I think that the opening line of the chorus is not going to work. So then. So I sat down at the piano and came up with trying to come up with some alternatives that would be true to the line. And the reason why it works is because of this soaring thing, right? And the reason why it sounds so much like As is because of that semitone at the beginning of the thing, and it's part of the signature and everything. And then before I could, come as this saving knight with the solution to this tragic problem, of course, Will had written something else. So we have. Because there's no justice in the universe.
Yep.
So I will not get my credit on this. So this is.
There's still a bridge to write, Fab.
Oh yeah, right. I'm in.
You still get your songwriter credit.
Yeah, we can make it sound like a Peter Gabriel bridge. Okay, so hold on. So then Will sent this today, and it's at 92 because Will adjusted. Did you tempo change or did you recut?
I recut this one because there's different chords in the chorus.
Ah, that's right.
Every man needs an emesis, a desert that he cannot cross, to keep the soul in wonder. The belly must have hunger. He needs the vultures. And every man needs an Everest, a mountain that he cannot climb, to keep the head humble. the hands from trouble. He can't be comfortable. Well, happiness has shown her face 100 times, but her footprints in the sand tell me she was never mine. And suffering, you serve a purpose in my life, but I'm yet to understand how your wrongs will be alright. I don't make the plans, and that's the curse of every man. And every man needs an element of fear that he may lose control, to keep the heart sacred, escape the matrix. He must be vulnerable. Well, happiness has shown her face 100 times, but her footprints in the sand tell me she was never mine. Suffering, you serve a purpose in my life, but I'm yet to understand how your wrongs will be alright. I don't know your plans. That's the curse of every man.
All right.
Man,
Woo!
that's beautiful.
Dude, it sounds
Very
so
nice.
honest when it sounds so honest when you sing it, Will.
It's the midnight remix.
So, as the de facto producer of this track, to me, this melody on the chorus sounds like a pre-chorus to me.
Mhm.
It doesn't. I don't feel like I'm landing somewhere. I'm feeling it's taking me somewhere, so I think that maybe it would be worth digging deeper to see if we can keep some of the forward motion of the original inspiration, because this really feels like, maybe it's because of the chord change or something. To me, it feels like, oh, what a nice, beautiful pre-chorus, and I'm feeling it's gonna soar.
Yeah.
So we can think of it of two different ways, not to be song nerdy, but we can look at this in two different ways. We can forget the idea of having a chorus and just make this a verse refrain where the happiness part is a B section, and that feels great, very Beatles style, right?
Yep.
That would work great, and that would be a nice clash with the fact that we're going very Bill Withers in the pocket in the arrangement on the thing, and those things are a nice clash. So it could work great. But then we can't try to make it a chorus. We can't try and make it lift. We can't try to do that. Basically, the payoff of this entire arc of music is going to be when you say the title, Every Man. And so that, when I heard this today, that was my feeling. I was like, no, this doesn't have the catch of the other chorus, but the melody. The reason why the other chorus melody has the catch is because we've been listening to it for 35 years. And so it touches a certain button, you're like, oh, that feels good, right? That feels, you could sing that every time, and every time you feel the same thing, because we've been conditioned to listen to it for 35 years or however long that song is.
Yeah.
This is so beautiful, but it serves a different function in the conscious of what a song should be, in my producer's opinion. So for me, I'm listening to this, and it's funny because we had the exact same conversation with Lewis about another song of it. To me, I hear this, I'm like, unless we come up with a bang, another melody that is like a chorus melody, undeniable, that lands, then I would like to keep, my gut feeling would be to keep this melody, treat it as a verse chorus with a refrain, with the refrain is Every Man. And so so it would be an A-B with a tag, and then second verse, A-B with a tag, and then the bridge would be there. And then we'd do it like Yesterday style, where you have verse 1 with a tag, verse 2 with a 1, bridge, verse 3, which could be truncated, and then either bridge again or kill it. Not kill it, terminate it with style. So that when I hear this, as I know what we're going to do next week is we're going to start arranging this and making stuff in it. And so you have lyrics for the bridge, I think. Will, you said in one communication I saw that you had some idea. No, I
think that's another song.
Lewis has lyrics for the bridge. Great. I think that this song would work great. Like if you imagine if we had a verse and and this,
Well, happiness
which would be our B part of the verse, then the tag.
lands, and that's the curse of every man.
Little instrumental thingy here. Maybe you can crank out your trombone, Louis. Then second verse,
And every man needs
and then we go back into the section
shown a face 100.
B section, and then those background vocals, by the way, are bananas. So either we're gonna keep these, or we're gonna force you to re-sing them when we're done with the track.
That's the curse of every man.
Maybe we could go to that. Is it 6 minor chord you played, and then we play the bridge here, and then at the end of the bridge we can get back into this.
Well, happiness has shown a face 100 times, but a footprints in the
Then finish here.
That's the curse of every man.
End of story. And that would put us at 310, which is just right.
Nice.
So this is the kind of that's what I heard when I heard this version this afternoon. I was like,
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that'll work. I mean, there's some interesting songwriting geekery that might be nice to touch on there. In version 1, the chord progression moves twice as fast, so that's what gives it more of a chorus feeling. In this version, the chords are changing twice as fast as they do at the beginning of the verse, but at the same pace as they do towards the end of the verse, which is what's giving it a pre-chorus feeling and not the same chorus feeling. But in that writing process, I couldn't find a progression that was bigger than the verse progression without accelerating that fast, and I always kept falling back into that Stevie Wonder trap. Another thing is this pre-chorus version starts on an A minor, so we're still in minor territory throughout the whole song until you get to that da da da, that's the curse of every man. So you're not getting that chorus release on chord 1 like you do in version 1 either, which is also what's making it feel like a pre-chorus. So if you're wondering why your choruses are feeling like pre-choruses, that might be an insight.
Yeah.
It's a combo of harmonic rhythm, choice of first chord in the chorus, and physical shape of the melody. I think that first, because of the talent involved here, I'm not interested. Like if we were making a record and we were in the room together and you guys came up with that melody, I said, yeah guys, but that's been done before and you have so much music in you. Why? No, let's just find something else that's you. That's what I would do. Which is why I don't have any hit records with Britney Spears. Because I'm always looking for something that hasn't been done before, because if it's been done before,
why do it again?
Yeah, I mean, let's move on. Unless it feels so good, but then we could start a tribute band and do exactly that, and it'll feel great.
Yep.
Anything that's not exactly that is going to feel 5% lesser, even with this level of talent. So what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
Let's just make something special. So that's that, which is why I wrote to Louis, to be very precise. so you guys are getting a real insight on how, the kind of discussions we have. And I wrote, so after I agree with Will and everything, and my next text was, let's make it Cato, let's make it Louis Cato. Let's not, more Cato, less TV by about 10%. And then we're good.
Yeah.
So this is, to me, that's the interesting part of the process. And I know we're not, adding 2 dBs at 60 hertz on Will's, on the bass drum or something. But this is, to me, the thing that's really interesting. And the fact that we're all working in the same tool means that we can now exchange via digital means. We share all the same plugins, and we share Luna. So basically, I opened Will's session. I didn't have to think about anything. All the files are in it, and I'm able to critique it. I'm able to play with it. And same thing with Louis. And that's what we're going to start doing next week. How's that for a segue?
That's amazing.
So our next
well done.
Our next order of things is, this week we're gonna come up with a workflow where I can remote control Louis's computer from my house.
Nice.
And Louis's computer is not in my house. And I'm going to do it over the internet, the one that just crashed on us, to make everybody feel good. So Lewis will be able to focus solely on being creative and coming up with parts, and I will take care of sounds and saying no, which is what I do best.
That's awesome.
Um,
Well, speaking of segues and saying no, we've got another show coming up here in like 35 minutes. I need to start getting ready for. So I would love to sit here and geek even longer with you guys, but we should probably be responsible and get ready to go. We've got Tycho is coming on here in just over a half hour.
Awesome.
So yeah, we're gonna be exploring some more with the mini moog. But guys, dude, this song, I'm so excited to hear where the song has gotten to. And
it's awesome.
The two of you. It's also funny hearing the two different versions. Like you get the Will version, you get the Lewis version. Back to it. Like I'm so excited to see what you guys do with this next, and to see it come together live. Over stream is even cooler. So everyone in the chat has just been just shouting how cool of a song this is. Like, great, sounds great. They're getting like some Sting vibes. They also heard the Stevie reference. But yeah, everyone's loving the tune. So it's gonna be really exciting to see how this gets born over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Great writing, guys. Thank you so much. I expected no less, but this even it's awesome. It's great. I love it.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Awesome, guys.
All right. So see you all next week
for
new exciting adventures
from the Switch. Woo! Nice. Awesome, guys. Thanks.
Cheers.